Hey, so check it out. We have a bunch of rocks here, and I just wanted to talk to you about patterns and things like that. Notice that I have them all arranged in a specific type of order, and you'll see order in life in a lot of different things. Like, for example, the way that you order your clothes or things like that, your food, stuff that you buy, that sort of thing. It makes it easier to find stuff. But what I did here, I basically ordered it, arranged the rocks in by their color, basically color and texture and that sort of thing. We have this blue rock down here, and this other one's kind of blue as well, as you can see. And so it's kind of interesting. Why do we do that? Why do we arrange stuff in specific ways? Because it doesn't have to be that way, right? And it isn't that way in the beginning when you start with stuff. It's just random. And for some reason we have this instinct, this need to put stuff in order, to arrange things in a line, right? One after the other, just like a ruler here that I have, okay? So why is that? Why are we obsessed with doing that? See, we have these green rocks here. This one's kind of green. It has other colors like browns, things like that. So I put all the green ones kind of around here, the blue ones here. This one's clear. I think that's like a quartz. These might be quartz as well, but they're not as clear. So I put them up here. This one's a little pinkish. And I put like the reds up at the top. This one is kind of red. This one's clear, but has some red to it, so I kind of put it next to the clear ones and next to the red ones. Okay, I arranged it that way. This one has like a pattern to it, like a unorganized, splotchy color to it. But there's reds in there. Maybe some yellows. I kind of put like the brownish yellow tan colors over here. This one's kind of has that tan yellow color. Same with these down here, but they also have like this black tone to them. So I put like the darker ones to the left side over here. The dark ones at the top have like red tones. And this one's like a brownish one. And then over here we have like these metallic colored ones. So you can see they're arranged in a specific order, specific arrangement, okay? Why is that? I didn't really think too much about it when I was looking at these. I just wanted to look at them, but I felt compelled to like order them because they were all just jumbled together, and I wanted to see the differences. I wanted to see the details in them, okay? I wanted to try and understand it. I think that's what we do in life in order to understand stuff. We arrange things, and there's different types of arrangements besides like color and texture. You could arrange things based on size, or if you look at like the education system, how people are arranged in different levels, grades, and that sort of thing. Even like the work that you do is graded, okay? This is a type of grading, okay? The rocks are graded in different ways based on color or their crystal structure, that sort of thing. So we're all doing this kind of subconsciously without knowing it, and because we do it, it kind of forces other people to do it too, in order to try and fit in, right? It's part of the world. It's what we do, okay? You look at all the professions and that sort of thing, specialized ways of working, okay? It's all ordered and organized in a system in the world where people are put into like specific boxes or categories, things like that, and they're expected to stay there, right, until they're needed, right? Kind of like the way that we box stuff up, put things in drawers, in closets, and things like that. All our items that we store so that we know where the things are when we need them. It's all ordered. That's why, like, parents tell their kids you get to clean up their toys and that sort of thing, right? Because kids and people without experience, they just kind of leave things all messed up, all jumbled up, right? They don't care because they can't contemplate the differences as much. They don't notice it. They just notice whatever's in front of them, you know? So that's why you're told to like clean things up and try to control yourself, right? Act a specific way. Don't act out of line, right? Because it disrupts the natural order, okay? And you could get kind of like deeper into it. You kind of get like all what's the word, metaphysical or whatever, spiritual, or I don't know. You can make it sound strange, but it's not really strange. It's just a natural thing. It's what's happening. You just gotta look at the world and just see what's going on. There's nothing strange about it. It's just the way things are. But people, because they don't understand it, they explain it in a strange way because they don't have the words. They don't have the right way of organizing their own thoughts and their own words into a clear design of what's going on. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here through my videos and explaining these things, is develop my own way of passing on this information or this message, showing what people are actually doing, okay? If you look back on my older videos, some of them are kind of strange, but I'm constantly evolving and tweaking things and understanding what's going on. Like if you look at books are just another example of how to arrange information. You know, you're expected to go in order of the words, sentences, and chapters and that sort of thing. It has specific pattern, just like on a ruler. You have numbers aligned one after the other, and you're expected to go from one side to the other in order to measure things and get an understanding of, you know, the size, the quantity, right? The sum of it all, of what you're trying to measure, what you're trying to understand, what you're trying to grasp, okay? Grasping just takes two sides, like tweezers or something. So the sense of two sides is important. The definition between one thing and another thing. That's why we have separations here. We got the space and the points where things exist. And there's like a division. There's a wall between everything. The space is kind of acts like that wall, but we don't tend to notice that space, right? We just look through it because we're so absorbed in trying to figure out what things are, right? And if we're only looking at that, it's always confusing, right? You need space in order to organize things. Without space, you can't rearrange stuff if things are all packed together, okay? And that's kind of sometimes a problem when people are trying to absorb as much as they can or collect as much things as they can in life, like with hoarders and that sort of thing. You get to a point where things are so packed that you can't move, you can't rearrange stuff, you can't see behind things, you can't turn things over and look at what's going on. And that's the same sort of thing that happens with your mind. If you're so focused on a specific subject in life, right? Everything else kind of passes you by, and you can't move and look around and understand the relativity between the things that you do and what other people are doing. But maybe you wouldn't notice that anyways without doing the things that you're doing, right? in order to have a sense of relativity, you got to have something distinct, and sometimes that's why it might be good to like really focus on your own stuff that you're doing. But I'm kind of getting off topic. That's another topic. Anyways, I just wanted to share with you this thing that I'm noticing. Okay.